This dude again? Are we really going to do this with this doofus again? I guess we have a lot of slow learners in executive positions throughout corporate America because it's become abundantly clear. Marketing departments, they are no longer creating ad campaigns with us in mind. Just like everything else, commercials and ad campaigns have become nothing but propaganda, spreading the good word taught behind the pulpit at Woke United Methodist. Let's pretend for a second that we are running a clothing company. We're preparing to launch a new line of women's clothes, sports bras, leggings, underwear, the type of stuff your girlfriend might wear to the gym, or the type of stuff that your girlfriend wears around the house when she wants to get your attention. As executives at our company, we need to promote our new clothing line to the masses. We need a catchy marketing campaign. Perhaps we use a famous celebrity and get them to wear and endorse our brand. Now, who are some high-profile, influential women that we could choose from? My girlfriend's obsessed with Bravo. She is obsessed with all those women on Real Housewives of the Trailer Park and Vanderpump the Woke Wiener. Maybe we choose to hire one of them. Kim Kardashian is often used to promote clothing brands. She has a huge following. Taylor Swift, Ariana Grande, Selena Gomez. When promoting a clothing line that caters to women, it only makes sense to hire a woman to endorse the brand, right? Right? That's how it used to work in the world of reality. As you guys know, corporate America, they no longer inhabit the reality the rest of us are living in. Corporate America has chosen to reside in the woke utopia. The land of rainbows and cucumbers. Come join us for faith and fellowship as we enjoy a nice barbecue featuring the classic grilled woke wiener. Earlier today, Nike launched a brand new clothing line for women. I guess the woman they selected to endorse their brand shouldn't be all that surprising. In the past, Nike has had no problem donating some of their brown for the Nice Pound My Brown cake. This is the same company that donated millions of dollars in reparations to Colin Kaepernick. We must atone for our white privilege. Please forgive our sins and accept this generous offering. We are cleansing ourselves of our white privilege by giving millions of dollars to a man that's half white but chooses to identify as black. Nike is launching a new line of sports bras and leggings. Naturally, they chose the best looking woman, the most popular woman in the mainstream to promote their brand, Dylan Mulvaney. Dylan Mulvaney? Before I go any further, let me show you the brilliant commercial that Nike came up with. This campaign is guaranteed to sell millions of bras to all those male birthing persons recovering from breastfeeding. Now, the sound is muted for copyright reasons, but watch for yourself. I am trying to be open-minded. I'm really trying to understand the logic here because this commercial from Nike, it's the equivalent of having Britney Spears endorse a new line of jock straps. Obviously, Britney Spears has never worn a jock strap. She's missing the components that make them effective. In their infinite wisdom, Nike decided the best choice of brand building for a female line of clothing is having a man flaunt his non-existent female body. What's next? Where do we go from here? Are we going to have Dylan Mulvaney promoting tampons? Are we going to have Dylan Mulvaney endorsing his favorite brand of tampon? The answer is yes, because that's already happened. Not too long ago, Tampax hired Dylan Mulvaney to endorse their female products. Now let me ask you something. And I don't want to get too graphic here, but I think this is a fair question. Where does Dylan Mulvaney put the tampon? She doesn't have two entryways down there. He only has one. Maybe I'm out of the loop. Maybe shitfucks find comfort in tampons after the application of Preparation H. I don't know. What I do know, there are two conclusions to be drawn here. One, Nike is completely out of touch with their female customer base. They're really stupid enough to believe that actual women will rush to their website, rush to stores to buy clothing because a man endorsed it. Option one, highly, highly unlikely. You don't become a billion-dollar corporation by being out of touch with your customer base. So let's go with the more likely option, option two. Along with the rest of corporate America, Nike is fully committed to promoting the transgender lifestyle. Now you have to remember, less than 1% of the American population identifies as transgender. Last I checked, there were approximately 330 million people living in America. If you include all the undocumented future Biden voters that were invited over the last 2 years, that number probably closer to 350 million, which means 3.5 million people choose to identify as transgender. Now, not all those people choose to identify as a female birthing person. Some want to be men, some want to be garden tools. The really special ones choose to identify as polished sphincters, which means Nike paid hundreds of thousands of dollars. Nike alienated the female population. Nike pissed off normal men and women so they could market their product to about 1 million people. Does that sound like smart business to you? We just saw the backlash Bud Light received for hiring Dylan Mulvaney to promote their beer, that normal people are now choosing to boycott. The guy that takes care of my yard, he's a close personal friend of mine. We've known each other for a decade or so. He loves to drink Bud Light. If he's drinking Bud Light. When he finished up with my yard this afternoon, I walked out front to pay him. One of my neighbors was pulling out of his driveway, so he stopped to talk with us for a minute. My neighbor, he also drinks Bud Light. My neighbor offered my friend a beer. He turned him down. Not because he had to drive home, not because it was 3 o'clock in the afternoon. He told my neighbor, I don't drink Bud Light anymore. They are promoting a lifestyle I don't agree with. He told my neighbor the story about Dylan Mulvaney. My neighbor was disgusted with it. He said, I'm glad you told me. Fuck Bud Light. I'm not drinking that shit anymore either. The backlash Bud Light received publicly was severe. That video I showed you guys yesterday of Kid Rock, that thing has millions of likes. Now you know Nike has seen the backlash. You know that Nike knew they were going to get the same backlash for having Dylan Mulvaney endorse their brand. Yet Nike chose to push Dylan Mulvaney anyway. Why? With these major corporations, it's no longer about making money. It's no longer about the bottom line. It's all about promoting a lifestyle. Woke United Methodist, they are attacking American culture from all fronts. They use mythical racism to keep us divided. They use mythical misogyny as an excuse anytime one of their woke women are criticized. The intention behind the promotion of the transgender lifestyle, it is different. Have you noticed none of these woke corporations ever use Caitlyn Jenner? Have you ever wondered why? Caitlyn Jenner doesn't appeal to young people. That Nike commercial with Dylan Mulvaney, that was not meant to appeal to women. Damn sure wasn't meant to appeal to men. It was meant to appeal to young women and more specifically, young men. They are destroying the next generation. They are confusing them on one of the easiest concepts to understand, gender. If you get this entire generation questioning something as basic as gender, you will have them questioning everything and believing in nothing. Now, of course, deacons at Woke United Methodist, they will be right there to step in and have them converted to the woke faith. Online and in public, Dylan Mulvaney flaunts this luxurious, extravagant lifestyle. Millions of dollars, public appearances on daytime talk shows, traveling, social media influencer, all things that are very appealing to the younger generation. I am sure 14-year-old Tommy is thinking, if I put on a bra and document the removal of my Franken beans, I can become rich and famous too. Then I will really be happy. The truth is, Dylan Mulvaney leads a very miserable life. Don't take my word for it, because Dylan Mulvaney admits that himself. Recently, she spoke about loneliness, how she's lost family and friends. Dylan Mulvaney complained that she has never been kissed as a girl. Well, I wonder why. I hate to sound harsh, Dylan Mulvaney, but you're not the kind of girl real men are looking for. Recently, Woke United Methodist, they have increased the promotion of the transgender lifestyle. You know, I've told you guys before, compliance is not requested, compliance is mandatory. That was not hyperbole. That was the truth. Last week, the press secretary for Arizona Governor Katie Hobbs suggested that the transgender community use guns to slay all the transphobes. How many of you guys heard about that? She said this right after some transgender birthing person was responsible for taking the lives of children at that Christian school in Nashville. Mainstream media ignored the story. Etsy is now promoting violence, basically, against anyone who speaks out against the transgender lifestyle. They are selling shirts that say, "Respect my proper pronouns, or your pronouns will be was were." Another said, "Respect my pronouns, or die by my sword." How are you going to harm me with your sword? You had your doctor remove it. Like I said yesterday, I feel bad for Dylan Mulvaney. This kid is a gimmick. Selling your self-respect, selling your integrity for money, that never works. It doesn't make you happy. You know that old saying, money doesn't buy happiness? The reason it's so true is because the way you earn your money does not give you happiness. If you earn your money honestly, if you earn your money the right way, that money will give you happiness. But it's not the money that makes you happy, it's the accomplishment. Dylan Mulvaney has made millions of unethical dollars and admits being lonely and unhappy. That's the part deacons at Woke United Methodist conveniently leave out when they're propagandizing American youth. But give me your thoughts. Nike becomes the latest corporation to use Dylan Mulvaney to promote their brand. Do you think corporate America is targeting American youth with these types of ads? Sound off in the comments below. Make sure to like and subscribe. Click the notification bell to receive all notifications from the channel. Best way to contact me is by email at btlkc84@gmail.com, kc_btl84 on Twitter. I'll see you guys tomorrow.